Hello everyone, I am Rifat Kabir Sharna. Today, I would like to go through the payroll calculation report for Fort Kent Industries. We will focus on calculating key earnings, deductions and take-home pay for each employee based on their unique pay structure. We will also explore how these calculations are essential for ensuring accuracy, transparency and compliance in payroll processing. This payroll scenario includes 4 employees, each with a different pay structure. Chris, who is salaried with occasional overtime. Lawrence, an hourly worker with varying hours and overtime. Greg, who earns commissions based on weekly sales. And Gunnar, who is paid by piecework. The objective is to calculate each employee's total regular and overtime earnings along with their deductions and take-home pay. Let's begin with Chris' earning. So, starting with Chris, who has an annual salary of $89,760. We divide her annual salary by 52 to calculate her weekly earnings, which come to $1,726.15. Chris also worked 2 hours of overtime, so we calculate her hourly rate by dividing her weekly salary by 36 hours, resulting in an hourly rate of $47.95. At time and a half, her overtime rate is 1.93, which we multiply by 2 to find her overtime earnings of $143.86. Adding her regular and overtime earnings, Chris' total weekly pay amounts to $1,087.01. Now, let's look at Lawrence's earnings. Lawrence is paid $35.50 USD per hour and his regular work week is 40 hours. This week, he worked a total of 43 hours, so his regular earnings are $1,420, calculated by multiplying his hourly wage by 40 hours. For the additional 3 hours, we apply an overtime rate of 1.5 times his hourly wage, which comes to $53.25. His overtime pay is $159.75. Adding his regular and overtime earnings, Lawrence's total earnings for the week are $1,579.75. Greg is paid a commission based on his sales for the week. He earns 2.25% on the first 100,000 and 4.15% on any amount over that. This week, he made $123,000 in his sales. For the first 100,000, his commission is $2,250. For the remaining 23,000, we calculate his commission at 4.15%, giving us $954.50. Adding this, Greg's total commission earnings are $3,204.50. Commission-based pay requires precise percentage calculations to ensure accurate earnings. Now, let's look at Gunnar's earnings. Gunnar is paid by piecework. He earns $2.25 per unit and produced 1 unit every 5 minutes during his 30-hour work week. So, we calculate his units per hour, which comes to 12 units, and then multiply by 30 to get a total of 360 units. His total earnings are calculated by multiplying 360 by 2.24, then resulting in $806.40. Piecework pay requires us to track units produced and apply the rate accurately to get the total earning. Here's a summary of each employee's total earnings. Chris and Lawrence have regular and overtime earnings, while Greg and Gunner's earnings are based on commissions and piecework respectively. It's important to ensure these earnings are calculated correctly, as they form the basis for taxes and deductions. Now, we calculate each employee's taxes and deductions. The tax rates we are using are 22% for federal tax, 5.8% for state tax, 6.2% for social security and 1.45% for Medicare. So, let us see for the Chris example, her total earnings of $1,087.01 incur a federal tax of $411.40, a state tax of $108.46, social security of $115.94 and Medicare of $27.12. This total $662.92 in taxes for Chris, and we will subtract this from her total earnings to calculate her total home pay. Using similar calculations, we determine each employee's take-home pay. Lawrence's total earnings are $1,579.75 and his total taxes amount to $560.04, leaving him with a take-home pay of $1,019.71. So, and let's look at Greg's tax calculation and take-home pay. His commission-based earnings total $3,204.50, and after deducting $1,135.80 in taxes, his take-home pay is $2,068.70. Then, for Gunner, with piecework earnings of $806.40, he has total taxes of $285.86, resulting in a take-home pay of $520.54, and each calculation ensures accuracy for all required deductions. Now, to summarize, the total combined earnings for all employees are $7,459.66. After taxes, the total take-home pay across all employees is $4,816.04. Accurate payroll calculations, including taxes and deductions, are essential in ensuring employees receive fair compensation and all legal requirements are met. Now, let us look at payroll calculation summary. The importance of accurate payroll calculations cannot be overstated. Each employee's pay structure requires specific formulas to ensure proper earnings and deductions. By using these methods, we ensure transparency, legal compliance, and fair compensation. These payroll processes help reduce legal risk, foster trust, and promote efficient financial management within the company. And finally, in conclusion, the references used here include Business Math, a step-by-step handbook by Jean-Paul Olivier, as well as IRS and ADP resources to guide accurate payroll and tax calculations. Thank you everyone for following along, and I hope this breakdown provides insights into essentials of payroll processes for Fort Kent Industries. Thank you.